All right, we're live.
I think we got it.
I need to got it off the.
I think we have to click. There we go.
Can you remove the live stream thing?
It's on your own computer. You have to hit a button or something.
Well, I can't. Maybe this will get rid of there. Now I got rid of it.
There we go.
All right. So this is the budget conference committee on the budget adjustment for FY 2023. Apologize for starting late, but I was in another meeting and led to a delay. So why don't we pick up where we left off? And I know that we've been sent the draft language that deals with the justice reinvestment. So perhaps we could go there first. The language reflects a change from the Senate version that included the $1 million for the offender case management, and we're concurring with the recommendation that $1 million not be appropriated, but would be held for future allocation. And then we're agreeing with the other identified expenditures. So we would concur with that language.
Great. Representative Squirrel, you're okay with that? Obviously, I'm gonna look to you.
No, we're great.
All right, thank you. Thank you. We will accept that. The other item that I was just waiting to hear back, Madam Chair, was line 44 and 45, that's section 88 and 88A, which in the interim, we've now concurred with the House Human Services, and they are accepting the position that you have there, and it's fine.
Okay. It really wasn't a substantive change, really, but it's important
Sometimes
to review.
it's tough to get people. Not everybody works on Monday at the State House like
Yeah, okay.
And the last item that we've been trying to come to some sort of, and you're right, we're battling with ourselves over something that we believe in. And if it's acceptable with you, Madam Chair, and others, this section, instead of hurrying, we know that the consequences of, or at least the decisions that I make here, will really impact families' lives and the timing of this bill, depending on where the administration is on it. I want to be extraordinarily careful and take a moment, with your permission, to sort of wait and give some space for this to continue to have conversations until tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. I think all of us are kind of ready to not meet any longer than we have to here. So we're down to just really the housing, the emergency housing, temporary housing differences then between the two bills. Senator Perchlik?
Did we decide to strike that section 94 or
we did.
Yeah, line. Okay. Because we're going to wait for the other House bill to see
There's
what
a House bill
that's
that
what we
we're
agreed to.
Yeah. And so we've had continued conversations, and I do, the House committee barely has a quorum, Madam Chair, and we had to stay in our space in order to keep the quorum, and I wasn't able to work as feverishly as I would have liked to in between our break.
Okay.
But between now and morning, I welcome opportunities and a moment of rest to put our heads around what we might come to terms with here.
Oh, okay. And we're still holding 104, the 9 million on the missing middle, as well as part of that housing discussion.
I think the House position was like, we understand the importance. We were okay with it, but wanted to make sure that it counts as a part of the whole 24. That when we're thinking of the bigger housing picture, that's a part of it.
Okay. All right, so we can close that out, recognizing that that commitment's been made and that influences funding
Right.
for housing.
Exactly. So
Okay.
we're only down to section at this point is actually
22 and 23.
22 is fine. 22
Okay.
is probably fine, but 23 is where we have, we're trying to come to terms, not just with our own position, but as you know, with the administration as well. And that might not be able to be achieved, but maybe if a moment we can take a breath and see what is possible so that the entire bill isn't put in jeopardy.
All right. Then
All
why
right.
don't we, then now that we're just down to those two sections and we then need further consideration, why don't we then conclude the meeting for today, and we will reschedule a time for tomorrow.